Spring is officially here, which means today I have gone through my makeup collection. I have rooted around like a little squirrel and I have picked 8, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I lied to you guys. 9 eyeshadow palettes that I think scream spring. Now, this is more of like a shop my stash. This is like nothing really new. I really encourage you guys, while watching this video or after watching this video, go and rummage through your eyeshadow palette collection. Figure out what spring palettes you own, because I guarantee you have some amazing color stories that fit this time of year so beautifully. If you were wondering what I'm wearing today, this was actually a get ready with me that went live yesterday. It was a full face reviewing and testing the cheapest makeup brand known to man, Primark makeup, or PS, and this is what is on my eyes today. It is this palette. So if you're wondering about what is on my face, if you're wondering about what is the cheapest makeup known to man, definitely go and check out yesterday's video, of course, after you have watched this one. So let's jump into it. There is no particular order to these. These are just things that I have grabbed and I thought, yeah, that's pretty spring-like. So the first palette that I'm going to talk about, I actually did a get ready with me. It must be coming live tomorrow. It's coming live in the future, but I have done a look with this already quite recently. This is from Narimi. This is the Cold Crow eyeshadow palette. And this to me screams spring because it's got a mix of those beautiful bright greens, that beautiful pastel yellow, and also a pop of blue, which you guys know I love so much. If anything's got a pop of blue in it, sign me up, because I'm gonna love it. I just love blue so much. But even this side of the palette is so spring to me. When I think of spring, I think of like greens and like baby pinks and pastel yellows. And I mean, this has pretty much all of those shades. Of course, the blues as well are just an added bonus for me. I love this. This was like an unknown brand to me for the longest time, but I did get a PR package from Sea Beauty Mall and they did send this over to me, and I'm just so excited to use this all the time. I absolutely love this palette. It is so amazing. The duochromes in here are absolutely mental. The mattes are so vibrant as well, just absolutely stunning. If that is not spring, I don't know what is. I've just realized that I've still not bought makeup wipes, so this video is going to be really fun. But that is just spring to me in a palette. I don't know about you, but that is so spring. The quality is just insanity. I don't hear anyone speaking about this brand, but honestly, I really think they should be, because it's just so beautiful. All of their color stories are so unique and interesting, and that's what I really value in a makeup brand these days. Yes, you could come out with really good quality, but are you interesting? This brand definitely is. So I love this palette. Definitely a spring palette for me. Next, I have something for you more neutral girlies out there. This is the Pastel Roses Crushed Diamonds Quad, and this is in the Quad 01. Now, this is a pretty year-round solid palette, but I just wanted to put it in spring because it's definitely got that yellow undertone, which I personally associate with spring quite a lot. So this duochrome here is a white to yellow, and I mean, I think that's spring. And then this duochrome is a gold to yellow. Spring yellow. Those shades are truly stunning. You can get 20% off all the Pastel Roses with code Caitlin20. Not affiliated. I don't earn money from that. That's just for you guys. These are truly special. I really enjoy the layout of these Crushed Diamonds quads. You've got a deepening shade, a blending shade, and then 2 shimmers on the lid. Absolutely gorgeous. Is it really a spring palette? No, it's more that like these shimmers do lean slightly yellow. That makes me think of like spring and summer, but you can wear this anytime. You can wear any palette anytime. You know what I mean. But this is really stunning and beautiful. The mattes are pigmented. The shimmers are just absolutely gorgeous. You can see them there. Super inexpensive as well. You guys already know I love this brand so much. This is not a shock whatsoever, but if you are on the fence, definitely go and check them out. Okay, next I have two Colourpop palettes, and these are definitely spring, and I want to make a point to actually use these because my Colourpop monochromatic palettes do often get neglected, and I really don't want that to be happening. So the first palette that I want to talk about is the Just My Luck palette from Colourpop, a green, beautiful monochromatic palette. It is super neglected in my collection though, which is so unfortunate, and it's because greens just don't really jump out at me to use them. I don't know what it is, but I think green's probably my most neglected colour. But I mean, this chartreuse has a pan on it, as you can probably see. So does this army green. Like, these interesting greens, I'm definitely more of a fan of, but these like true primary greens are a little bit more difficult for me to wear. I feel like this is a little bit of a blast from the past. If that little colour story of swatches is not spring to you, I don't know what is. Chartreuse is such a spring colour and I absolutely love it. I went through a phase last year of just wearing chartreuse all the time, and it was all I ever wore. And honestly, I kind of miss those days. I'm not gonna lie, I really, really do, because it is such a bright, beautiful colour without being too intense, without being too dramatic. But it's just, it goes with so many different colours as well. It goes with neutrals, it goes with pretty much anything. So I definitely need to reach for a pop of chartreuse because spring's the time, baby. Spring's the time to do it. I'm actually going to leave that palette out on my desk because I know if I put it back in my collection, it will go neglected yet again, and I really, really don't want that. So the Just My Luck is going to stay with me for a little bit until I do a bright green eye look. I'm really excited, a little bit nervous, not gonna lie, because like I said, greens, me and greens, we're not the most acquainted, but that is absolutely fine. This chartreuse is just, ooh, making my creativity go a little bit mad. So like I said, I did say there were two Colourpop palettes. The second one is the Uh Huh Honey. Now some people will think that this is more of a summer palette, and yeah, I get that, but also spring. I think it's spring, definitely. These like bright yellows marking the rebirth of the year, you know. This is again such a neglected palette. I actually did a look using both of these palettes not too long ago, and that was using my most neglected makeup, and this was definitely one of them. I think I get a little bit intimidated by this palette because I think I need to do an all yellow look. I kind of forget that I can use these as pops of yellow, and I love a pop of yellow. Yellow goes with literally any color. Think of a color right now and then put yellow next to it. It works, it works, it looks so good, and I need to use this more because this is so stunning. I don't know how I'd feel about an all yellow look. I don't think I've ever done one of those. Sorry, my eye's leaking so bad. I don't think I've ever done an all yellow true look. Maybe that's something that I need to do to push myself out my comfort zone. A few people were saying that they'd love to see me push myself out my comfort zone a little bit more. So you know what? Maybe this is something that I'm gonna have to leave out as well, because I hear you. I hear you guys. You guys want me to be uncomfortable. Sure. But this would definitely push me out of my comfort zone. It is very, very bright. It is light and it is warm tone, which all three of those things are a little bit scary. But I'm really excited to use this because it's such stunning quality. It's such an amazing palette. It's been in my collection for years at this point, and it has been neglected for years. So this video is clearly more for me than for anyone else, to just remind myself that I have all of these stunning things in my collection. Next, I have an indie duochrome dream. This is the Titanium Fox's Poppy Quiet eyeshadow palette, and this is so spring. This is the one that I really thought of straight off the bat when I sat down to plan this video. It is so bright and it is so colourful, and if this doesn't scream spring to you, I don't know what does. It's just bright, it is colourful, it is so good quality. This shade Poppy Cry, oh my god, I love it so much. Everything about this palette is truly, truly beautiful. You have this kind of neutral row up here as well. If you were into those more neutral shades, you were a little bit put off by these colourful shades. I get it, colourful shades can be pretty intense, but don't worry, this palette's got you. Quality is remarkable and insane and absolutely beautiful. I am truly, truly blessed to have been sent this from the brand. I really love this. I've always said that this palette is more summer spring and the Poppy Storm is more autumn winter for me. That's how I kind of visualize them. This is beautiful. I do have some looks on my channel with this palette. I have reviewed it as well. It is just incredible. I know a lot of people don't really know Titanium Foxes, but honestly, it is a brand that you need to get to know, because every single time I use one of these palettes, I'm just truly impressed, truly blown out the water. And this color story, it's got that like purple, pink, bluey green, which is just spring. It is. It's just spring in a palette. Very, very special shades. Very, very drop dead gorgeous eyeshadow palette. Truly, truly amazing. From a indie brand, a small independent European run brand. What can I say? Can I say anything else? No. I know you're already sold. Next is a palette that is so sentimental to me, and I absolutely love this palette. I think it's coming up to a year since this guy released, and this is the BeautyBay Botanical eyeshadow palette. This is such a spring palette. Again, it's got that little quad of greens at the top, but then it also has those like warm toned, slightly pinky leaning neutrals that are just so spring. And of course it has those smoky quad as well at the bottom, which is so up my street. Those cool tones are honestly so stunning. I still love this so much. I think this is still an amazing palette, and this time of year is the perfect time to reach for it and get it out and play around with it and show it some more love. This is sentimental because this review went crazy. I reviewed this palette last year, and you guys, like, I'm still speechless. The affiliate link money that I got from this was insane. The response to the video was insane, and I'm still so thankful to all of you guys. I truly, truly love this palette. I would not be raving about it if I didn't. You guys know me. But these shades are just spring. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my goodness me. Even a year later, it is so creamy and it is so beautiful. The quality of this, you guys, I'm not kidding when I say this is one of the best formulas. I've fallen in love with BeautyBay recently. They're not like indie, but if you want like a really, really amazing drugstore price point but high-end quality, BeautyBay is your girl. They are stunning. It drives me insane that these £20 palettes are always limited edition, because like BeautyBay, everyone wants them all the time, like please make them permanent, but these are so beautiful. I always get really, really excited when BeautyBay release a new £20 eyeshadow palette, because more often than not, they are just incredible. I absolutely love them. This was a palette I actually wasn't sure if I was going to buy. When they started releasing the promo pictures, I was a bit like, It kind of looks more pink online, but in person, it's just a really, really nice, neutral, pinky, greeny blend. Perfect for spring. That's why it's in this video. Shocker. But I think you can get some really, really nice, neutral, but also slightly colourful looks in this. And I mean, it's got that little pop of chartreusey green, which you guys, I love. So this is another absolutely solid palette for spring. Now I have two Odin's Eye palettes to talk about now. One of them is a specific spring release. One of them is actually a Christmas release that I think is more spring. But first I'm going to talk about the Morgan Turner eyeshadow palette. This released on Valentine's Day, so it's definitely a more spring leaning palette. You can see it's got a lot of pinky purples and also a nice quad of neutrals as well. Pink is definitely a colour I associate with spring. I don't know about you, but I think these bright pinks are definitely spring, summer, adhesive. Is that the word? Cohesive? I don't know. Listen, I got a banging headache right now. I'm just trying to get through the day. But I've always said pinks aren't necessarily my favourite, but if you cover up this pink quad, this palette is so stunning. I love these cool tone purples. You don't often see cool tone purples, I found. A lot of the time it's very warm tone purples or pinky purples. These true cool tone, smoky, periwinkly purples you don't really see. And I'm so glad that Morgan has brought them to life with this beautiful palette. The quality is amazing. Again, I have done a full review of this palette if you were interested in it. I absolutely adore it. I've been watching Morgan for a very, very long time as well, so I feel like so proud. It's such like a parasocial relationship, but I really, really do. So there's some of the shades swatched there. So stunning, so amazing, so spring. If this is not spring, I don't know what is. I just think it's so beautiful. Such a nice Valentine's release. It is so pretty. It caters to those like true girly girls with the pinks and the bright, bright, bright saturated colours, but also it caters to the more grungy girls who like these like deep browns and these cool tone purples as well. I feel like there is such a wide scope with this palette, and I'm truly, truly grateful to Morgan and Odin's Eye for bringing this to life. It is so pretty, and finally a Valentine's palette that I can use because it's not just pinks, you know? There's nothing worse. So next, like I said, is a Christmas palette that I honestly think is more spring. This is the Rosy Jingle palette from Odin's Eye. This came out this year for Christmas, and I'm not getting Christmas from it. I don't know what it is, but this is not Christmas to me. This is spring. This is like new age, new beginnings, bright, pinky pastel dreams. Christmas where? Christmas? No, spring. My dog thought I was talking to him. Sorry, you can go back to sleep. This is spring in a palette. This pastel blue, this chartreusey kind of colours. Oh my goodness me. This shade up here, Celebration Heart, is like a marbled, beautiful, high shine shade. I love this for spring. Not for Christmas. I haven't really been able to use this as much as I would like, and I think it is because when the weather's really dull and like raining and snowing and cold, this isn't really something that I'm gravitating towards. Now that it's a little bit brighter, now that it's warmer, now that it's like happier, I feel like I can use this a lot more because it is kind of radiating that. I'm really excited to actually get to know this and to get to love this a little bit more now. It has been a bit neglected, but I'm really, really excited. There are some really, really special shades in this palette. My hand is getting very, very glittery, so I do apologize for that. But there are a few shades swatched for you there. Like this again is spring. It's definitely not Christmas. I don't know, what do you guys think? Someone did say that this is like a Valentine's release, and yeah, I 100% agree. When I said like a Valentine's release that I can use, like normally this is Valentine's Day. This is like happy love, oh my gosh, we love you, kind of Valentine's Day, sickly sweet. I like the palette, but as a Christmas palette, I'm not too sure. As a spring palette, 100%. I would get on board with this. Truly, truly, truly. And finally, we have one more palette to talk about, and this is a palette that I've absolutely been raving about recently. This is the Adept Cosmetics Vivette palette. This is a little bit of a difficult palette to use, not because of the quality, but just because the color story can be a little bit tricky. But once you figure that out, this is a beautiful palette, and it is absolutely perfect for spring. These like vibrant mattes are calling spring's name, like spring, girly, where are you? These mattes are calling for you. The shimmers are intensely pigmented and intensely glittery and shimmery and gorgeous. I'm so excited. I keep saying I need to do a look with these two, like this green and then this grey. I think that'd be amazing. And then put this shade all over the lid. I think that's going to be such a nice spring look. What I'd add to this palette is possibly a yellow. Maybe if we get rid of like this bubblegum kind of Barney purpley pink and put like a bright neon yellow matte. Oh my god, that would be insanity. But I mean, I'm not a big pink fan anyway, so less pinks the better. Go on, get out. But I absolutely adore this palette. It is one of my favorites that I have bought this year or that I have received this year. This actually won my ranking for ranking the palettes that I tried in 2025 so far. This was the winner, and I think it's so nice. This was one of those palettes that was sat in my collection for a little while because I was a little bit scared of it. But once I used it, once I loved it, now I'm just obsessed and I cannot get enough of it. I truly, truly love it. And for spring, perfect. Are you kidding me? So this is it. This is my little spring palette capsule. Let me know what you think down below. Do you own any of these palettes? If you do, are you going to be using them this spring? If you don't own any of these palettes, let me know down below what is a palette in your collection that screams spring. I would love to know. But with that being said, this is where I'm going to love you and leave you today, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for a brand new video. Bye bye.